One hit changed everything for Randall Brannon.
This house was so much louder when he lived there. He was constantly practicing. Yeah, I was thinking alcohol, I was thinking crack, I was thinking any other drug in the world.
It was a drug his sister Rose had never heard of. The autopsy report listed a synthetic drug called 25I, known on the streets as Solaris.
I Googled it. This was 2013 when this happened. There was no information out there about it.
Since 2011, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation reported 17 deaths from synthetic drugs. What's alarming to the DEA and doctors like Keith Easterlin is that no one really knows what's in these drugs, and they are so new, the long-term effects on the brain haven't even been studied yet.
I mean, I'd like to be able to tell even be able to tell the users, stay away from this one. This one is really toxic. Here's what to look for on the package. I can't even say that.
They couldn't even find out what it was.
Randall's mother, Diane, says his friends were too scared to call 911 when his body went into seizures for 2 hours. They were all high on the same drug, Solaris. Only Randall's reaction killed him.
I came home from church later on that morning, and they had dumped his body in our front lawn. That's how I found him.
Kind of produces effects that we don't know yet. Right? We simply don't know. For each new chemical structure, all bets are off.
Unlike cocaine and marijuana, which are created from plants, synthetic drugs are man-made, consisting of a range of ever-changing chemicals meant to mimic the effects of speed or cocaine. Smoked, snorted, even injected. These drugs create an unpredictable and different reaction in each person who uses them.
You get changes in the areas that control movement and that control memory. And over time, you see shrinkage in those areas. You can also see damage that may be a precursor to Parkinson's.
YouTube, here we come.
And Easterling says there's no safe dosage.
People are maybe less likely to overdose on the methamphetamine because they're experienced with it. A lot of people they used with know how much to take. These other drugs are unknowns, and I think they're just more likely to overdose.
Last year, GBI tested more than 1,300 cases of the drugs. Just this year, it's tested more than 1,000 cases.
Listen, we never are looking for Billy and his bong in the basement. That's not what we do. We're looking for the people that are impacting our communities.
I sat down with Special Agent Daniel Salter, who says the DEA has been cracking down on smoke shops and warehouses where synthetics are manufactured and sold to kids as young as 12.
And for people who say, hey, I've smoked marijuana, I know what a high is, this is just an increased high. They're naive.
If somebody told you that a cactus is good to eat, you're just going to go out and eat it. I mean, we have to understand that when you're playing with drugs, you're playing Russian roulette.
Diane and Rose say kids need to be alerted much earlier to the dangers. 2 years ago, they joined forces with other families to get the state's medical amnesty law passed. It provides immunity to people who call 911 after drug overdoses.
So I decided that we needed to turn that into making it our focus to make sure this doesn't happen to other families and that other families don't have to have a Thanksgiving with an empty seat at the table.